the opening ceremony of this championship. I'd like to acknowledge Mr. John McDonough, Chairman of the Commission of Irish Dancing in Ireland, the patron of Ada Inc., Dennis Curry Henderson, ADCRG. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Adelaide. Welcome to the 2012 Australian Championships. Before I continue with the ceremony, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet today. We would like to acknowledge that the land we meet here today is the traditional land of the Kaurna people, and that we respect their spiritual relationship with the land. We also acknowledge the Kaurna as the custodians of the Adelaide region, and that their cultural and heritage beliefs are important to the living Kaurna people today. I would now like to invite you to stand for the National Anthem of Ireland, Our Own Naveen, and the Australian National Anthem, Advance Australia Fair, sung for us today by Siobhan Owen. Siobhan Owen, ladies and gentlemen, give her another round of applause. It is now my great pleasure to welcome to the stage the President of the Australian Irish Dancing Association, Christine Portbury.
Welcome everyone to Adelaide, the city of churches, the home of the Pandas, and now the host to the 2012 Australian Championships. We are delighted to have John McDonough, Chairperson of the Irish Dancing Commission, with us here in Adelaide. I would like to thank all our sponsors who again have contributed to the funding of this event. And I know quite a few of you are here in the audience, so I'd like to just take the time to acknowledge what they do for AIDA. As President of AIDA, I'm very proud to be standing here at the 45th Australian Championships, which would not have happened if it was not for the foresight of teachers in 1968 when AIDA was formed. And today we would like to acknowledge, that's why you're here, two of our founding members, Kathy Cosgrove and Jan Curry Henderson. And we do have a small present to give them, and I'd like to ask John McDonough if he would like to present that to them, please. Now, the organisation was founded in 1968 and these two ladies were just babies then. So, whilst we are quite a small country when it comes to Irish dancing, over the years we have been successful, and today AIDA would like to acknowledge past world champions and which are here with us. And so we'd like to start with the first world champion in 1980, and I was very privileged to be there in 1980, and that was for the girls 15, it was double age group at the World Championships, and it was in the Mansion House, and it was the girls 15 to 17 years, and the winner of that was Fiona Gay Snowden. Now we know her today as Fiona Gay Moore, and she's the TCRG with the Ashleen Studio, and if she would like to come forward, please. Then we had a 60... Then we had a 16-year break, and in 1996 we were lucky enough in Australia to have the senior men's champion, and that was Connor Hayes in ADCRG, and Connor is a teacher with the Mulcahy Hayes School. We had asked Connor to do the reel that he danced, but he can't remember it from 1996. Then in 2006 we were very honoured in Australia because not only did we have another world champion, but we actually in this year we had two world champions. And we had Sean Higgins for the boys 17 to 18 years, and unfortunately Sean can't be with us today. But we also had Nicole Czesketsky, and I never say her name, and I practice it, Nicole, and I still haven't got it right, she was the senior ladies champion in 2006, and Nicole has joined us from New York today. And Nicole was a pupil of the Ashleen Studio and taught by her mother. Then we had a bit of a drought until 2012, and then we had the Christine Ayres teams that went over to the championships, the World Championships, and not only did they take one championship, but they decided they'll take both of them, so why not? They took the 2012 mixed figure dance and the 2000 girls. I'd like to welcome the three teachers from the Christine Ayres schools, Christine Ayres, Connor Ayres and Liam Ayres. And I think that that we may have some of the competitors in the audience. If we've got any of the Pristine Airs team here, they'd like to join us also on stage. If we've got any, come on girls, quick. So next year we're hoping that we can do this again. But we want the 2013 championship brought home from where are we next year? Boston, yes. So I'd like to now call on John McDonough to address the audience. Thank you. These are part of the 16 girls that were there. Take a bow, girls. Take a bow. Thank you.
Íor Uachtaráin, Offagy is a Cháirde go léir. That's Gaelic. This is indeed, for me, a pigeon day. It is an enormous honour and privilege for me as Chair of An Comisiún le Rinci Gaeilge to be with you here, not just today, but for this week, as you celebrate your Australian National Championships, the highlight of your Irish dancing calendar. Coming all the way from Galway on the west coast of Ireland, our next parish is Boston, Massachusetts. It would be ungracious, even ill-mannered of me, not to begin with a sincere word of thanks, or as we say back home, Mila Buechas. And indeed a word of congratulations on all your achievements to date. You know, I am really chuffed and honoured as an Irishman that so many of you admire, enjoy and want to be part of our Irish culture. We all know from your attendance at and your participation in the recent World Championships in Belfast that the standard of Irish dance here in Australia is up to the best on offer anywhere in the world. And sincere congratulations to those who were in medal-winning positions at those championships last April. An Comisiún le Rinci Gaeilge is now a worldwide organisation with teachers in 33 countries throughout the globe. I am told by the historians that the early pioneers of Irish dance never ever envisaged that it would catch on outside the few pockets of Gaelic culture in the large cities with Irish settlements. Did the founding fathers, or in the case of Australia, the founding mothers and ladies, ever dream that today Irish dance would be taught in such far-flung regions of the world as Russia, Slovenia, Poland, Hungary, Chile, Brazil, Hong Kong, Korea, Singapore, and even China? Irish dance today has indeed made the world a much smaller place. Dance classes are thriving in Moscow, Tokyo, Buenos Aires, and in Santiago in Chile. As President Mary McAleese said at the opening ceremony for the Worlds in Dublin in 2011, we not only are very good at exporting our people, but we also export all their talents that they bring with them, including their love of all things Irish. I am sure, like me, that you will be aware of the tough times being experienced by so many back home, which is once again forcing so many of our well-educated young people, the fathers and mothers of today and tomorrow, away from our shores, many of whom have come to this country, this land of opportunity, for work, for a sense of self-worth and to find and make a decent life for themselves and their loved ones. Indeed, some of you here today may be among our latest immigrants. Once more, Australia has opened its doors of welcome to the Irish, and for that we are thankful. But we also are very sure that you will give unselfishly to your adopted land. During his visit to Ireland in May 2011, President Obama of the United States referred to the struggles of the past, and he pointed to the challenges of the future. You are a pivotal part of that future, and let me tell you, things will improve back home. I want to thank our Irish dance teachers who are work so diligently here to promote our culture across this vast continent. You are the face of An Comisiún here in Australia. I know there are rival dance organisations out there sprouting up in various towns and cities. But remember, An Comisiún le Rincu Gaeltacha is the original, and they say the original is always the best. These organisations may come, they may imitate, but none will ever reach the high standards which you set. A special word of praise and congratulations to the Officer Board of ADA Inc., led by President Christine Portbury. Thanks also to Carmel Doyle and Kathy Cosgrove, Vice Presidents of An Comisiún. The work you do on our behalf here in Australia is appreciated. Thanks for the many hours you give in planning and organising, in promoting and running events such as this. And I have no doubt that these national championships will be a huge success. Only those involved ever realise the commitment needed, not alone in putting the show on the road, but on making so many things happen together. This event will be successful because of the time, the talent, the expertise and the dedication that you bring as an organisation. I am here to inform you and to tell you over and over again that as an organisation, An Comisiún is always available to help and always available to support. Going the road alone, we struggle. Together, we prosper. Parents, a sincere thank you for your commitment, loyalty to the unique art form that is Irish dance. The discipline and work ethic which Irish dance inculcates in your children will stand to them as they progress through their careers and indeed through life itself. I wish our adjudicators and musicians an enjoyable week here in Adelaide, and I know that you will enjoy the experience. Competitors, I wish you all a successful championships. Of course, some of you will go home with gold, silver and bronze. But really, in the bigger picture of it all, we are the winners by your very participation. My term of office as Chairman of An Comisiún comes to an end at our AGM in May 2013. On assuming the post 5 years ago, a colleague whispered words of advice. He said that people in positions of authority must accept that some days you are the statue and on other days you are that pigeon. Being here as a Galway man, this week in this beautiful city of Adelaide, in South Australia, in the midst of so many friends, I have no doubt at all, These are Pigeon Days. Have a wonderful and successful championships.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Will you please join me in congratulating all of our delegates and our award winners today in this ceremony. We thank them for their contributions to Irish dancing. Thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen. That comes the end of our ceremony today. In a few minutes we'll be continuing with our results from this morning's competition. I thank you all.